Welcome to a glorious evening by the shores of Lake Tiki-Tapi, just outside Rotorua, and welcome to week 5 of marathon training. It was a really good week. I'll take you through my sessions a little bit later. Overall, I was very pleased with my results, and it was great to be back in at the hard work in cycle 2 of my journey towards running a sub-3 marathon, hopefully at the Christchurch Marathon in April. And there we go. About 6 kilometres around Tiki-Tapi. It's absolutely beautiful here. I'm really looking forward to seeing the race go down tomorrow. Good afternoon, guys and gals. Welcome back to Studio B, having come back inside from the big blue room outside. I had a really great few days down in Rotorua, seeing my friend Gene Andrews complete his first ever 100-mile race at the Tarawera Ultra Marathon. It was fantastic, an exciting weekend with lots of stuff going on. But I'm going to talk about week 5. I'm going to log into Strava shortly, and then we'll run through the sessions, and then we'll talk about the tempo long run. It's kind of a combination of a tempo run with a long run, and it forms one of the key parts of my training in the last few weeks leading up to the Christchurch Marathon. We are on my Strava profile. Let's just scroll down and have a little bit of a look. I've picked the right weekends. As you can tell, I've got a little bit behind because life has caught up with me somewhat. Such is the way things can be. On the Monday, I had a 36-minute absorption run, so really nice and easy. It's the equivalent of a recovery run. Tuesday, lactate threshold intervals went absolutely fine. No worries at all there. Did it in town. Hour and a half aerobic with some strides. Again, really pleasing, nice overall average pace. My 800 metre intervals went pretty well. Still only 6 of them, but will gradually build up over successive weeks. Hour and a half aerobic. I went and did a bit of a trail run out past the Huia Dam, which is a trail relatively near to where I live, and it's lovely out there. And finally, on Sunday morning, the run I'm going to talk a little bit more about is my tempo run. So as we get further into the program, it's important that I spend a lot of time at marathon pace, and this is to get used to the level of effort. It's also to build efficiency so that when it comes to the actual race itself, I can run for 2 hours, 59 minutes, 59 seconds or faster at 6:52 per mile, 4:17 per kilometre. So increasingly over the next few weeks, you'll see I'll do something like half an hour warm up, half an hour cool down, with about an hour to 2 hours of tempo running in between. And that's really just marathon paced running. Hey, 21-minute 5k in the middle, that's not too shabby, I guess. That's not too shabby in part of the long run. So if we look at the different paces, you can see I start off a little bit faster than 5 minutes a kilometre, 8 minutes a mile, which is a sensible warm-up. And then right about, after 4 something miles, 6.5 kilometres, I start to, put down at marathon pace. So 4:14, 4:17, 4:13, that's looking pretty solid. The 4:28 I think is when I turned around. Yeah, it's when I turned around at the end of the waterfront. There may have been issues with people, traffic, I might have had a gel, I can't exactly remember. But overall, we then get straight back into 4:14, 4:17, 4:15, 4:15. That's pretty solid. And then 4:59 split across the end of the kilometre. So a really solid section here for a total of 27.4 kilometres. Really, really happy with that. If we look at the heart rate, I end up about 170, which is possibly a little bit much, 170, 171. I probably really want to be in the mid-60s. But temperature-wise, that was at 25 degrees C. That's a pretty warm day. So actually, race day, we're probably going to be 10 degrees cooler than that. We're probably going to be around 14, 15 degrees. So my heart rate will be correspondingly lower, and I'll be able to maintain that pace. So returning to my profile, overall, it's not been a bad week. I managed 102 kilometers in the week, most of which was done at a pretty reasonable pace. Overall, yeah, great week. Roll on some more quality training. And there we have week 5. It's not been a bad week. I've got a little bit behind, as I've said, so I'm going to catch up my videos in the next few days so you can see how I'm getting on with my training and hopefully getting out and enjoying some of this great weather here in New Zealand. If things aren't quite so great where you are, I hope your training is going well and you're still managing to get out in the rain, cold, snow, whatever it may be. Good luck. And if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to jump in the chat below.